Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Astro, and we are back with another Airmech cast. This time, it is a ranked 1v1, I believe, on Twin Peaks with R3ddog on the red team in the Shark Helix, and his opponent will be happydeath. You know him, you love him, in the classic Striker. And happydeath actually submitted this as a replay in the replay submission form. So if you have good games, if you have replays you would like to see get casted, please submit them into the replay submission form in the description, and I will try my best to get to it. So I was told that this game was unreal, that it was crazy good. So I have really high expectations for this game. And R3ddog immediately with a Gaddy harass and happydeath using creeps to kill the Gaddy. I guess just for the extra DPS, but R3ddog will save it. And R3ddog doing the bridge approach to kill the neutrals, while happydeath does the brute approach. So two sort of schools of thought on Twin Peaks, going via the bridges to kill the neutrals and going to knock down the brutes first and then approach the neutrals from the side like this. I think this approach is a little bit better because your tanks stay healthier when you kill the neutrals, while this one, your tanks take a lot of damage when you place it on the side here. So that is my opinion, but I think both are good. This is sort of riskier, but you have a potential to, yeah, here, cap the pose faster than your opponent. So R3ddog gonna be a few seconds behind on Twin Peaks, and Twin Peaks, time means everything. If you're a few seconds behind on Twin Peaks, you will lose the game. As I've felt myself multiple times playing versus Lord of Lords or happydeath or whatever. If you die or you lose a few seconds worth of time on Twin Peaks, it's pretty much over for you in these high tier games. Happydeath low on health is going to get chased away trying to focus R3ddog. They're not quite getting the kill. And yeah, it looks like happydeath could use his classic super aggressive micro up and still trying to focus R3ddog over that low energy outpost. Not quite getting the kill, forced to get chased away. Gonna micro up some units, and it looks like a standard Twin Peaks fight is gonna start. Don't really know where this game gets crazy, but it looks pretty normal so far to me. Looks like R3ddog gonna play some heavy mines, prevent happydeath from pushing in or microing up too aggressively, but there are a bunch of healing units here, so I don't know how effective those mines will be. Happydeath actually using T45s, and I learned something new. T45s have 20 range, so they actually have more range than busters, but they also have damage fall off. So you can use them to try and leapfrog and micro, but they're not going to be super effective, and they're definitely not going to out heal honey or out damage honeypots at this kind of range. So this is pretty much, this damage that this T45 is doing is pretty much negated by this socketed honeypot. So yeah, the more you know. There's a ton of hidden mechanics in this game that I'm just starting to find out about. Insane Firebat keeps them all hidden. There is a public spreadsheet, but that really doesn't tell you the full story. There's a ton of hidden mechanics. I learned that infantry have a panic speed that when enemy airmechs like fly by the infantry will start moving faster actually. And in some infantry it's a little bit negligible, and others it will actually show up a little bit. I don't remember which infantry had the most panic speed. I don't know. I remember there's like some discussion in Discord about it. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And happy to go and snipe a Gaddy. But R3ddog did get the neutralized, but he's not going to be able to kill the creeps because he's a Helix, and Helix sucks killing creeps. And happy to already bring the artillery online, so is R3ddog. Yeah, this looks pretty normal. Interesting. I think R3ddog needs a few more healing units to sustain against this artillery fire. Gonna try and micro up his busters, but there's a lot of tanks and T45s and stuff there. So I'm surprised no one going for top yet. Usually, at least what I like to do on Twin Peaks is I'll place a few shooters here, or some buckies or something, to try and work on the neutrals while I'm doing the whole bottom fight thing. That way I have options later on in the game. And it looks like R3ddog did manage to kill one tank there. Not going to be enough. Actually, he's going to move up a little bit off of this. happydeath with some busters in response. Looks like happydeath is going to get one kill, yeah. So trading pretty evenly so far, R3ddog and happydeath. No one's pretty much wiping the floor with the other person with their tank micro. And R3ddog low on health, needs to get out of there. But all of these units are probably going to die. It looks like happydeath with the better concave, the better spread, and R3ddog getting focused in the air, so he can't really micro his units that well. But all the artillery is starting to pound on this line. happydeath actually going to pull back. I think he definitely had a little bit of an advantage fighting these units down here. So especially this buster is super low on health. Could snipe it. I don't think he sees it though. So yeah, he could have just kept his tanks here and probably been fine. But conceding a little bit of space in this bottom fight. Boom, boom. From the way things are looking like right now, it looks like just going to be pretty much a stalemate. Both players attempting to get an advantage over the other by doing these drops, doing some micro up, trying to neutralize some outposts. happydeath brutes to try and get them neutralized. And actually going to drop the gaddy behind and neutralize that outpost while the brutes are neutralizing this outpost. But R3ddog did drop a gaddy in defense. Gaddy's perfect counter for brutes. R3ddog dropping another gaddy, using the air-to-ground missiles to try and get happydeath, missing a few of them actually. A little bit of a sloppy aim from R3ddog there. Could have done a little bit more damage to chase happydeath away, but instead happydeath is going to drop 2 more brutes, but one of the brutes did get killed before it could go in, or while it was in the outpost, so happydeath not quite going to be able to take the outpost. And R3ddog will get the neutralize. So pretty much just tossed away credits there for happydeath. Did take some time, did neutralize the outpost a little bit, so even as even could be. And R3ddog pulling back his artillery, not sure why. All of that artillery is placed awfully, not going to do any damage in this square because there's no units. See how none of his artillery are firing and happydeath's artillery are firing? I guess that T-45 is barely in range. So yeah, at this point it just looks like whoever gets Berthas first is going to start doing a bunch of damage, or whoever gets Goliaths decides to micro up with the Goliaths and start pounding tanks. But yeah, socketing the artillery to get the artillery damage bonus. And yeah, just a bunch of dogfighting. This looks like normal Twin Peaks. I'm waiting to see the unreal part of this game. happydeath going to neutralize the post. Is he going to kill any creeps? No. Going to get chased away before he can kill creeps. Low on health, will not go down actually. And it looks like he's going to have more brutes. Going to set them on hold at the back of this outpost to try and neutralize it. Low on health, probably going to die here. Is going to give his life for this. Yep. Did Q heal through that, but if you didn't know, when mechs are Q healing, they actually lose 50 armor. And R3ddog actually going to take advantage of this death from happydeath to sort of move his busters up and kill as much as he can. Will he get another artillery snipe? No, he will not. He only killing one gaddy there, but able to take some space. So, and is going to actually capture this outpost with 4 brutes, which is a little bit funny. And oh, he's going to use this distraction to move up. Wow, happydeath. Wow, what a play. Oh, if he had more tanks. If he had more tanks, he can move up. Oh, he's going to kill a few units here. Yeah, he's going to kill like 1 or 2 tanks there. I don't know. I think he could have done more there. If he had tanks, he could have just pushed in with that. That would have been huge. But yeah, looks like a R3ddog now on the back seat. First happydeath on the back seat, now R3ddog on the back seat. This is kind of how Twin Peaks games go, especially when it's all concentrated on this bottom outpost. happydeath needs to be careful. Can't really land right now, especially because R3ddog is now a level 5 helix with level 3 missiles, saving his ability points for that missile burst. And R3ddog actually did drop a tank here and is going to get 3 infantry in the base. Will not be enough to take it. And yeah, this outpost now has a brute in it, so it's going to be harder to harass for R3ddog. And R3ddog is actually pushing out, wow, with 2 grinders as well, and stopping his tanks just in time. And that, wow, that entire cheese was just a distract for this push. Wow, R3ddog doing an amazing job, even with butchers in queue now. And now he pretty much has a huge advantage in this. Needs to push up his tanks even more and get the baits to neutralize. happydeath only with 2 Longhorn and a few brutes out on the field. Probably going to start spamming butchers now. Is going to start spamming butchers. Needs to move some gaddies up to take care of this infantry. But if he does that and he gets the neutral on this outpost, he's going to be perfectly fine. R3ddog needs to move up his units. Move your units up, dude. Build some gaddies. Yeah, the butcher's not going to do too much. But yeah, I guess he's a little bit scared of the butchers killing everything, so he's gonna play it safe and just sort of leapfrog up slowly. Honestly, he has the numbers advantage here. He could definitely just push. Only 2 Longhorn left and 3 artillery. He's just gonna sit here and take damage from the artillery. He needs to move, like I think up here. Is gonna micro forward his gaddies. Is gonna micro forward his busters. And yeah, happy that barely anything left. 24 upkeep to 43. All of his upkeep is in butchers, but R3ddog has gaddies over here, so he's going to be fine. I'd like to see this gaddy move up here to to sort of prevent the butcher drops even more. Going to start sniping units. Needs to move his tanks up, I think. Yeah. You have the numbers advantage here. You can be as aggressive as you want. And R3ddog actually going to get finished by happydeath. Ooh, unlucky getting caught out there. Especially when he had the advantage. But I don't think happydeath is going to be able to do enough here to sort of chase R3ddog away. Probably going to snipe another tank. Okay, losing 2 Longhorn. That's fine. Still think he's going to be okay. happydeath might lose T45. No, he will not. R3ddog bringing over some more creeps. But his units down here are just getting pounded by this artillery. And happydeath actually low on health is going to level up and be chased away, so it's going to be okay. And R3ddog, even with butchers down, I'd like to see butchers. Yes, that's nice, because there's no gaddy over here. So the butchers will do a lot of damage if placed in this clump of units, but they were placed over here, so the tanks had plenty of time to shoot them down before they got to them. And R3ddog using even more butchers. I think he's trying to use butchers to take the post, dropping the butchers so he can get away. I think he doesn't have that many more tanks here actually anymore. Most of his tanks did get finished off when he died. And happydeath with a lot of his T45 spam coming out. And low on health, he's gonna get chased away, but at least he's denying this outpost from happydeath. So happydeath doesn't have the upkeep, he doesn't have the credits. And he's gonna ferry over a T45 over here to try and neutralize this outpost. I don't think R3ddog noticed that. No, he didn't. Yes, he's gonna deal with the T45, but while he's dealing with the T45, happydeath's gonna cap this post over here. So double distract coming out from happydeath, but R3ddog with the infantry. happydeath will capture it first actually, but yeah, happydeath needs to get out of here because he would get focused over that outpost if he tried to stay. Yeah, happydeath just ferrying back his units to heal them. And happydeath not able to deny the outpost capture, which is what he was trying to do. Ooh, where did my map go? I clicked on the mini-map, my bad. And yeah, just sort of a slow creep. I think if it keeps up this way, this will be an inevitable win for R3ddog. And happydeath actually recycling the T45s. And R3ddog with a Goliath. Yeah, this is going to chase happydeath away for sure. happydeath cannot compete versus a Goliath with the units he has right now. Super low on health. His outpost is low on energy. R3ddog with 2 Goliaths even. And more butchers coming out. Needs to move the Goliaths up and kill as much as he can right now. And happydeath just going to ferry his units back. And R3ddog honestly could push this, I think. If he pushes this and moves his artillery up and just micros his Goliaths, he could pretty much take this post. happydeath going to drop a Longhorn over here to kind of distract R3ddog and keep his attention away. I don't think R3ddog knows he pretty much has a 4-to-1 upkeep advantage right now. Is going to sell his artillery for tanks, which is what he should be doing, but I think he should be a little bit more aggressive right now. Should be pushing up. I think he's scared of butchers. And happydeath actually going to cap the post for 2 seconds. Forced to run away though, but R3ddog going back for a gaddy to try and neutralize it. But happydeath with a goalie and a Longhorn is gonna kill the gaddy probably. Yeah, I mean he has a Goliath here now, and this is, I'm a little bit surprised that R3ddog let this happen. But yeah, he could just push out while happydeath is doing this, and the goalie actually being dropped on the corner, gonna start ticking away at R3ddog's fort health. But R3ddog is pushing out with 4 Goliaths to happydeath's fort, so this is pretty much gonna kill happydeath's fort if it's not dealt with properly. But yeah, the grinder actually coming in, and R3ddog placing the Goliaths on C. I don't know, if he places them on a hold command and he just leaves, then they're pretty much just gonna keep getting distracted by creeps and by units and stuff. I think he needs to focus on fort health damage right now. Yeah, the Goliath's just taking damage for no reason. Needs to push them up and just have them attack the fort, and that's exactly what he's doing, putting them on Y. happydeath's just gonna land and soar. He just needs to stay here and use his missiles to sort of kill tanks as much as he can, but placing them on C again, and it's gonna kill the grinder. But happydeath now with a bunch of butchers, and yeah, the Goliaths are pretty much dead now. It's just the butchers. happydeath's gonna land with his sword and with his missiles, and he's gonna be okay. And yeah, only about like maybe 15% fort health being done, and those Goliaths pretty much went to waste just killing butchers and 1 grinder. I think the right move there was to just set them on Y and have him do as much fort damage as he could, while he just constantly focused happydeath in the air and make sure he couldn't micro or land and sword or do anything. And happydeath gonna try and cheese again. I think his Goliath did get killed. happydeath surprisingly did more fort damage with that 1 Goliath than R3ddog did with the 5 Goliaths that he brought over there. which is a little bit funny, is going to cap this post, but Red Dog did kill Happy Death in return. And yeah. This just pretty much looks like a loss for Happy Death. I don't see him getting out of this situation, though. All Red Dog needs to do is mass again and go for 4 this time. Happy Death only with 8 upkeep, but no credits either. Happy Death's actually going to focus Red Dog over his outpost, but using this time to sort of land and kill Butchers. Alright, okay use of time, I guess. Just going to kill some creeps while he waits for credits to build units. Happy Death only with his fort income and this 1 outpost income, so I don't know. I think Red Dog could maybe even go for top if he wanted. While he waits for credits to build units, Happy Death just gonna harass with these level 4 creeps. Going to use his missiles to neutralize the base, but these creeps are gonna walk by and kill everything, so he's gonna be okay. And Red Dog actually dropping a Goliath over here. Happy Death with a Goliath of his own, placed behind where the armor is low to sort of deal with this Goliath. And Red Dog's probably going to be forced to bring the Goliath back. Is getting low on health, going to be forced away. Goliath really low on health, and Red Dog can't actually pick up the Goliath. Trying his hardest. Is going to get it finally, dropping it next to the honeypot so it can get healed. So Happy Death pretty much using his creeps and just his mech to sort of keep Red Dog from picking up that Goliath. That was a little bit funny. And creeps for Red Dog used to defend against this Goliath. And Happy Death with a Goliath and 4 creeps here. The outpost is pretty much neutralized. Only 1 creep left in the outpost. And Happy Death is going to get this neutralized probably. Yeah, 1 Goliath shot enough to kill that creep. And Happy Death low on health is going to zoom back with the afterburners. Going to grab some creeps. Going to try and get the cap. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He does have a Goliath here, and he does have 4 creeps here. The outpost will go neutral again, but Red Dog creeps go in before Happy Death's creeps will walk in, so he's going to be able to finish off all of Happy Death's creeps. But Happy Death with 4 more creeps, and the creeps will actually walk in. Wow, this is crazy. Happy Death continually cheesing here. All Red Dog needs to do is place like a goalie here, or a Gaddy or some AA or something, just prevent Happy Death from coming back. Just a few like flackers or a seeker or something. And he could pretty much just zone Happy Death and focus him, then kill the Goliath, and then take the post. But he's just kind of letting this post get captured over and over again. That's not only giving Happy Death XP, but also credits, and taking time away from Red Dog. But Red Dog at this point, he hasn't built anything in a while. I assume he has a bunch of stuff in queue. A Devastator even. Wow, a Devastator out for Red Dog and a Goliath in queue. And this T-45 here will neutralize this outpost. So right now, Happy Death actually has the outpost lead compared to Red Dog. And Red Dog bringing out the Devastator to kill the Goliath and neutralize the post. And yeah, this T-45 will keep this post neutral unless it's responded to by Red Dog. And Happy Death actually going to try and neutralize this post now instead. But Red Dog bringing over the Devastator and getting low over his outpost. But he is going to be okay. Happy Death chased away. And Happy Death still with 12 upkeep. Red Dog 3-1 upkeep advantage. And all of his upkeeps in really, really strong units. Honestly, he could push to fort right now and probably be okay. I don't know why he's being a little scared to get this win. And Happy Death zooming away. Red Dog trying to hunt him down. Looking for Happy Death, is going to fly across him, and Happy Death really low on health, and oh, he's going to get away, flying all the way around to go to his fort, avoiding Red Dog. Wow, really, really good play by Happy Death to stay alive there. And Happy Death actually still has control of this outpost, and he's going to try and neutralize this outpost. And Red Dog just kind of constantly dealing with this harass, but he could just finish the game if he just sent on Y. Why doesn't he send on Y? Happy Death doesn't have anything. He's scouted this for sure. Only 1 grinder. He's probably afraid of what he has in queue, but Happy Death with 2 Goliaths on the corner. Wow. Wow, 2 Goliaths on the corner. That's going to start to take up a lot of damage, and even a Longhorn being built here. But Red Dog is finally pushing out. Oh, this is where the game gets unreal, isn't it? No way. 2 Goliaths and a Longhorn on the corner, and it looks like Red Dog is pushing out with Goliath and a Devastator on the corner here. But Happy Death's choosing to defend, using his creeps and using his grinder and butcher spam to sort of distract from the unit fire. And Red Dog's fort health is really, really low. Whoa. But he has way more units here and way more powerful units. Actually, Devastator, oh, staying alive. And oh, Happy Death's fort health going down fast, and there's a lot more damage coming in on Happy Death's fort health. But Red Dog's fort health is, oh, Red Dog's fort health is so low from that Goliath drop earlier, and just creeps being socketed. Red Dog needs to block. He needs to body block as much damage as he can. Happy Death's pretty much killing everything, just creeps and some T-45s, and fort health's pretty much stopped on Happy Death is dead. But Red Dog's fort health, oh, there's only 2 Goliaths here, and Red Dog's gonna die too. Wow, this is crazy. What the heck? I no way. No way that worked, dude. What the heck? All of his units are dead. R3ddog doesn't have, like, he pushed out with like 5 Goliaths and 2 Devastators, and happydeath killed it all with like a few butchers, some creeps, a T-45, and a grinder. And meanwhile, happydeath only had 2 Goliaths at his fort and a Longhorn, and then that 2 Goliaths and the Longhorn killed R3ddog's fort. Wow, I have no words. How did he pull that out of the bag? He should have lost that by every right. R3ddog had the complete advantage in this game. He was just scared. I don't know why. He shouldn't have pushed a fort. He should have pushed on T. Like with his 5 Goliaths earlier, he should have pushed on T, taking this outpost. Just played it slow. And then once he capped this outpost, it's pretty much over for happydeath. But instead, he went straight to fort with the 5 Goliaths, his first push. And because he went to fort, R3ddog was able to, or happydeath was able to defend it. And then he pretty much just, he knew he had nothing. So all this like cheesing and harassing was just him bluffing or trying to keep R3ddog on his toes to prevent him from realizing that, oh, I have a huge advantage in this game. I can pretty much win this game if I just push on T. And if you just push on T, and the glides earlier, if you just set them on Y even, I think they probably could have gotten the finish, if not close to the finish, and then happydeath would have been forced to defend super hard and wouldn't be able to harass constantly. R3ddog could just sit back and win with the upkeep and the income lead. And wow, I don't know. I have no words. There's no reason happydeath should have won that game, but happydeath doing the unbelievable and pulling the win out of his hat by dropping 2 Goliaths at the corner after cheesing this outpost. And wow, this is crazy. No words. Well played to both players. Congrats, happydeath, for winning a unwinnable game. But yeah, crazy game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. If you have replays, please submit it in the replay submission form. And yeah, see you guys later.